Can your faculty read your students' minds? Probably not. So then how are they going to figure out what their students are struggling with, especially in large classrooms of hundreds of students? Here's a simple strategy that is probably the next best thing compared to reading their minds that faculty can use to really get an understanding of what students struggle with in large classrooms. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Ahir Chatterjee. I'm the founder of Tailored Tutor, which is an AI tutoring platform for higher education. I've spoken with 50 plus stakeholders at dozens of universities, and what I've learned from them is that they're really excited about the data-driven feedback that they can get from AI tutoring. And we'll dive into that. But first, I want to tell you a bit about my experience as a recent graduate from college. Back in 2022, when I was a student, the way I would go through struggling on my homework was I would consult the internet, my notes, my lecture videos, anything my professor gave me, even sometimes just ask my friends, hey, what the heck is going on with this? And, in that way, faculty are never really going to know what I struggled with. I mean, sure, sometimes students would go to office hours or get TA help. Shout out to my office hours TA in operating systems, Brendan, dude, you saved my life. But anyways, that's kind of a rare case, right? TAs aren't always going to know what students struggle with in every classroom, especially large intro classes. That's kind of what AI tutoring is changing. Students can ask these questions, all of their questions, right? Even the dumb ones that they don't want to ask to a TA or a faculty member, and they can do it 24/7. They can really get the answers that they need. But the cool thing is, the AI tutoring platform can log that. And let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. As you guys can see, right now we're in the Tailored Tutor platform in admin mode. So this is something that professors or teaching assistants can see when they're in Tailored Tutor. And what we can do is we can select all of the different people that we have in this class. This one's just Art 233 class. It's a kind of test and demo class we have. But you can actually go through, click on any student, and see the conversations that they have, right? We can go through all of these and we can see exactly what students are struggling with. But guys, if you're in a large classroom, what are you gonna do when you have hundreds of students? In one of our pilots, we had 450 students in organic chemistry. You're not gonna read through every student's conversations, especially when they have multiple conversations a week. So here's the solution we found was really helpful. You can go to this course summaries page and you can select, okay, here is the date range I want to select. Maybe I want to see last week, what were my students asking about? What were they struggling with? We can submit that, and what Tailored Tutor is going to do is it's going to generate a summary of all the student conversations in that time range. Now, this part is kind of mocked out right here, but this is a real summary that we have. Please excuse the formatting of 220 student conversations from just 1 week in this organic chemistry class. So we said, dear Dr. Iverson, who's the professor you're working with, based on the summaries provided, here's the top 5 important topics that students are struggling with. And you can really go into, okay, it was the nature of nucleophiles and electrophiles, and you get pretty specific. It was this propyl lithium. The stereochemistry in reactions of epoxides. And look, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, it's very technical stuff, but that's perfect for a faculty member to understand that, okay, my students this last week were struggling with this. I can help them out with in the next week saying, okay, here, I know you guys are struggling with this from what Tailored Tutor told me, so I'm gonna go into it in depth. And even next semester, right? Super helpful. Now, a form factor we know professors love is getting this straight in their email, so that's something we do as well. But this can give you an idea of what these platforms can do for you. So that's a pretty simple demo of how you can summarize student conversations. For a more detailed breakdown of how exactly that happens, check out our blog post that's in the description below or in the post that you saw this with. All right. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope this kind of gave you some value.